I have used the Mega Poppy die to cut out some of my foam. So I've just cut it out of cream, and I think cream is a really lovely foam to use to make a lot of embellishments, because you can really match them up to the colour of your project by using your pastels. Now I do know that the Poppy is also on one of the USBs as well for the scan and cut, so if you don't have the dies, you've also got it on there. So all I want to do is, once I've cut it, I've just put a couple of little holes in the centre with my pokey tool, and then just going to go in with my oil pastels and just add a little bit of pastel around the edge. And again, we're not going overly concerned about how it goes on, because it's going to blend in a minute. And I am doing both sides, because this is going to be a large flower. You can hear me rattling. And then we can pop some on that side and that side, and then pop that through there, just like that. There we go. Just build it up. Now, what I find with this one is I often need to put a little bit more ink on when I have done my shaping. So you'll see on this one, and I've done it on this one too, I've added a little bit of my green pastel in the centre. That's just to give it a bit of a lift. So fold the petal in half, crimp it all the way round, and then holding the base firmly, we're going to twist. A bit like we do with the smaller flowers, but this is going to make a much larger flower. So we can pop that there. So all the time, as well as shaping the edges, we're blending that pastel. So I'm just going to open that up and show you the difference between, can you see how it started to blend it and really work it together? If you need to, just do each petal individually once you've added it in. Now remember, every time you work to the top, you are doing more shaping, so it's really easy to manipulate. Don't worry about that in the middle. We're going to shape that and blend that in a minute. So pinch the top and then just blend and shape. So the more heat you add in, the better it'll be. Now, if you struggle to manipulate it, what you can do is you can bring in your craft iron, you can touch that to it to warm it, and then manipulate it. This iron isn't actually on, but just wanted to show you that you could just warm up the foam with your iron if you do find it's hard to twist between your fingers, because that will just make it a little bit softer and might make it easier to manipulate. Now you can also go in with your Fleurs finery tool to shape your foam, but we're going to have a go at that on some other materials in a bit. So let's just shape that and work through there. There we go. So once we've got those done, let me just shape these ones a little bit more that I was doing earlier. And then we open up the petals and then we just shape. And can you see I've got fingers on the back and fingers on the front, and I am just running it against the heat of my fingers to really shape it. I'm going to come here and keeping my hands right away from the top, because I don't want to flatten that shaping that I've already done. If you feel that you need some more, just add in a little bit more. You can always keep adding shaping. So what we're doing here is we're blending that pastel that's down at the bottom as well. So a small one, I think these ones are, this one's definitely a large one. There we go. Shape it and shape just like that. And then just keep shaping. You see how much more petal-like these are becoming. Now these are going to be brilliant for freestanding embellishments, but you will also be able to put these onto your card projects, your scrapbook pages. These are going to look gorgeous on gift boxes, because they're, you know, they're being that bit bigger, they'll be able to, you know, a box would be able to handle something as big as that. Now all I've done here, I'll show you here, is I have just put some hot glue on some floristry wire and then just attached my stamens to it. To really keep the glue as minimal as I could, I've then just warmed it using my heat gun and then just shaped it between my fingers to keep that glue as minimal as possible. So once I've done that, I can then just go through the hole that I've already put in the centre, and I'm going to pop a little bit of glue at the bottom, and I'm going to slide that up and then pinch that up and offer it up. Just offer it up, just like that. So that's my first set of petals. Then, so I've got 3, so I need to put them at 60-degree angles. Oops, knocking everything over. So I'm going to put a little bit more glue on the bottom, and then I'm going to go up and go stagger it, but so it's not quite 90 degrees, so we've still got a bit of a gap. You see, we've got a bit of a gap there. Offer that up, and then my third one, which I've not actually got any green ink on, but that's fine because it's the last one. Pop that there, and then I'm going to fill that gap. Oops. Just fill that, sorry, just getting it in the right place. Fill that up. Now, every time I do this, I then just bring them up, and I'm just using my hot glue to shape. You just pinch it at the bottom, see, and it's just starting to shape. So this isn't about making any specific flower, it's just about making beautiful, beautiful flowers. So we're going to do the same with our next one. Get rid of that little gluey string, put a little bit of glue at the bottom, offer it up, just keep bringing it up where you want. Don't those petals look gorgeous, and doesn't cream work so well, especially with that pink. Next one, I find 6 sets of petals on this flower is perfect. And then I'm going to pop that just there. And then I'm going to do all my shaping in a minute. The last one is going to go, just making sure I've filled in the gap. That's going to go just, where's my big gap? There. There we go. And then I'm just going to offer it up and shape it. If need be, I can then just keep adding in and doing, but how about that for making a large flower? So again, this one can go onto a brooch. Just holding that there where I get it where I want it to be. So this could go onto a brooch. I definitely need some floristry tape around the base to hold it where I want it to be. It can go on a hair clip. It could go on so many different things, but that would look beautiful in a vase. It would also look lovely on a box.